Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready? 58, the money. There's a party now.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Ready?
Now Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Ready, set.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
55.
A first down carry for Henry. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 41, Dobbs. And that'll be incomplete. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I can't believe they let you play.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. The open man is Shark. It's complete. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
First down, Jaguars. Come on, set. Take the elbow. I got you. I got you.
Here's the 5th-round rookie from Temple. It's Raquel Armstead. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on 2nd and 13. Dobbs looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And that is incomplete. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. And Lambo will put this one through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Let's go, D.
Throwing again. Dobbs. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Tannehill throwing complete to Davis. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. 10-0 to score after one on EA Sports.
15 line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The corner blitz works to perfection for A.J. Boye. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Flushed out right. He's got it at the 15. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Dobbs forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Move. We got 4. We got 4. 59 mark. 59 mark. Check. Watch the run. Off. Check 50.
On 3rd down, Dobbs. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jarrell Casey make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This will be taken in after 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
First and 10 at the 47.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Wide, get wide.
They'll run with Henry. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
60-yard. At the 48-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Tannehill. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Completes it to Davis. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
2-18, chop. Hey, Haywood.
44's Mike. Check.
They snap it to Tannehill. He finds Humphries. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, the 20, 10, 5, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent. Second year, even more success. a pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Go!
Now it's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing here, Dobbs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Dobbs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He's going to go for a big play into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, I shoot.
Back to throw, Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
15 line. 22. Hey, Charlie. Let's go.
Tannehill on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. 61. Match box. Mike, go.
D-line, get that quarterback.
Check 59, Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Reflect.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Dobbs. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jayon Brown came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd and long. Dobbs. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
You better bring it. You better bring it.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dobbs. And he'll find Hall. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And the Jaguar first down.
Dobbs now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Right there.
From the gun, Dobbs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Henry. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Right. He's tied right here. He's tied on the right. Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5.
Here we go. 60 or.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the Jaguars' 35-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. To throw is Tannehill. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Protein spill on the book to go.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Fournette, a first down carry. Fournette, first down, still going. And finally marked down at the 23. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Defense, let's go. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Dobbs is throwing. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lambeau on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Tannehill. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick.
always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. There he goes,